All right, here is your 2x2 with regrouping number 1, McCainFourth.com video. We did these top ones together, so I'm just going to do the bottom 4 with you. So remember, we're providing you with these disco moves to just help remember the way of doing double-digit multiplication. So here we go. I'm going to go through sort of quick. You can pause and rewind as needed. So here's our disco. We got our good disco music. It's staying alive. So when we do this, remember it goes like this. 3 times 3, add the regroup. 3 times 2, add the regroup. Slide, /0. 4 times 3, add the regroup. 4 times 2, add the regroup. Add them, and clap because we're all done. All right, so let's go ahead and do it. So 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2, add the regroup. So 3 times 2 is 6. And there we go. And then understand that this problem, 3 times 23, the answer is in row 1. Okay, so now we slide, /, there's no regroups to slash, but I'm going to put it there anyway. And we put our 0 here because this 4 is actually 40 times 3. Not 4 times 3, so we need to have a placeholder to slide things over. All right, so here we go. 4 times 3, add the regroup. So 4 times 3 is 12. The 2 goes here, and the 1 we regroup to the next problem, which is here, because we're going to be doing 4 times 2, add the regroup. So that's the weird part, because the regroup and the answer are in the same spot, or place value column, which looks really weird, but we have to understand that we're getting ready to do this problem, and so we're going to add that regroup. So here's the last part of the disco. 4 times 2, add the regroup. So 2 times 4 is 8, add the regroup is 9. And then who's our friend who finishes it off? We have Adam. So we have 9, 8, and 9. Okay. All right, on to this problem. Same thing, we have our disco. 2 times 2, add the regroup. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1, add the regroup. 2 times 1 is 2. Slide, /0. Why do we put a 0 there? Because that 5 is actually 50 times 2. Okay? And so if you look at 50 times 2, you can see that our answer has that extra 0 in it. Because it's 50. All right, now we're going to do 5 times 2, add the regroup. 5 times 2 is 10, so the 0 goes here, and we regroup to the next problem. Last part of the disco, 5 times 1 is 5, add the regroup is 6. So again, notice this problem, 2 times 12, is in row 1. This problem, 50 times 12, is in row 2. It's important to understand that. And then to finish it off, we add them and clap because we're done. All right, the bottom 2. 2 times 5, add the regroup. So 2 times 5 is 10. Regroup to the next problem. 2 times 3, add the regroup. So 2 times 3 is 6. Add the regroup, and we have 7. Slide, /0. So this is your first time seeing why we say slide, /0, because we're done with this. We already used it. We don't want to make a mistake and use it again. So now we are working on the next problem. 5 times 5, add the regroup. So 5 times 5 is 25. Regroup to the next problem, which is right here. Okay? So now we're going to do that next problem. 5 times 3, add the regroup. So 5 times 3 is 15, plus 2, 16, 17. And the 17 is in row 2 because we're working on 50 times 35. Do your swoops. Add them to finish them off, and we have 0. 7 plus 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 7 plus 1 is 8, and a 1. And there we go. And then our last one, 5 times 2, add the regroup. We have 10. 5 times 3, notice again, we regroup to the next problem. 5 times 3, add the regroup. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 1 is 16. All our answers are going in row 1 for 5 times 32. And then we have slide slash 0. Slide, now we're going to do 8 times 2, add the regroup. So 8 times 2 is 16. We're working in row 2 now. Regroup to the next problem. And then last part of the disco, 8 times 3, 24, plus 1 is 25. We go ahead and add them. Here's our friend Adam at the end. And when you add them all up, we get that. Check with a calculator. Who knows? I could have made a mistake. So we always want to check with a calculator to make sure our work is good. All right, so that's how you do the 2 by 2 with regrouping for the disco. Good job on that. I'll see you tomorrow.